Oh, man. Yeah. What's happening? Yeah, we back. The Loosh FaReal Show back. We live outside. You see what I'm saying? Wait till we get a few more people in here before we start going in. Like and share. Share to your page real quick. Share it publicly. Loosh FaReal Show back. Try to do something different. Set up a different arena for today's topic. You see what I'm saying? Like and share. Share to your page. La Girl P, what's happening? Share to your page. Till we get a lot more people in here before we open up today's topic. You know what I'm talking about?
God dang it. Boy, the girl. You brought this shit? No. You brought this shit?
What's happening? Well, today's topic you already know, man. It's called D-Boy versus the working man. You know what I'm saying? You wanna, go through the differences and talk to a few dudes. I got a few dudes who come on my live and talk about it and whatnot, see what's going on. So the differences between the D-Boy and the working man, future. For other D-man. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, those who used to be D-Boys who are now working men. You see what I'm saying? It's the Loosh FaReal Show. We back. Took a little week off, but we back though. JJ, what's happening? JJ, today's topic is the D-Boy versus the working man. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. The D-Boy versus the working man. You got a lot of working dudes now that used to be D-Boys and they already made the transition. And it's a hard transition. You see what I'm saying? Because, those who used to be, D-Boys, we were so accustomed and used to the instant gratification of currency. You see what I'm saying? But those who done made it through the transition, it took something to go through that transition, primarily incarceration. You see what I'm saying? You dig? But those who done made it through the transition, that was former D-Boys that are now working men, are underrated now. You see what I'm saying? Underappreciated. So I got a few guys that gonna come talk on the live that used to be D-Boys and now are working men, and to be honestly, like, it's a better income. It's a comfortable income. You ain't gotta be looking over your shoulders, such and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, absolutely self-made. It's extremely hard when you used to getting that money, and when you was getting that money and it was like coming like that, you really had poor money management. You see what I'm saying? Because it was coming so fast, so you ain't really had no forms of money management opposed to being a working man now. You see what I'm saying? Now you can, you manage that money a little bit better. You appreciate that dollar a little bit better. You see what I'm saying? We out here live. And then it's supposed to be hard because we were so accustomed to that lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? Make sure y'all share this, share it publicly. We were so accustomed to that lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? Everything was coming fast. We needed that. You see what I'm saying? Especially the way we was living. You know what I mean? It was all about the quick flip. Yeah, it was all about the quick flip. But now, those who used to be D-Boys are now working men. They go punch that clock or whatever or whatever that they doing. And it's cool now. Yeah, absolutely. See, that was the thing. See, that was the microwave. It was microwavable instantly. You see what I'm saying? Opposed to like, we had no patience when it came to income. We got accustomed to that. So it was like, bro, what I'm making, I gotta go to this job. What I'm making this in a week at the job, I can make this in the phone call. You see what I'm saying? But it's different though. It's different though. It's definitely different though. Share it to your page, share it to your page, share it to your page. Let's get some people up in here. I know I've probably been off for a little minute, but I'm back. You see what I'm saying? And then you gotta like, you know, you got a lot of females that's like, you know, they was used to that instant dealing with dudes with the instant gratification that was getting that money. You see what I'm saying? What's happening?
That boy, you look like you in the booth.
Yeah, man, this real factual.
Tell the motherfucker put it on paper.
Huh?
Put it on paper.
Yeah. And you got, see, when you're dealing with like D-boys and working dudes, like you dealing with working dudes who go to work and whatnot, they got shit to lose. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, fast money don't last. Cause it's coming. Yo, what's up, boy? Nah, fast money don't last, man. Cause it come too fast. The faster it come, the quicker it's gonna go. You know what I'm talking about? Rico, you see what I'm saying? Rico, what's up? That was one of the big bros who helped raise me. You see what I'm saying? Man, he probably could relate to it too. D-boys, you know, dope boys, or those who was getting money versus the working man now. And things ain't the same no more, man. Like, them, I mean, I ain't knocking no one who know how they choose their hustle or whatever, but like, it ain't the same no more, son. It ain't the same no more. Out there ain't the same no more.
Kill some on that, so that shit had pork, and you ain't want to put it with pork.
Yeah, for sure with it. What's happening though?
Damn, boy, I look real, boy. Don't judge me.
Yeah. Well, young boy right here.
Don't judge me, man. You know what it is, man.
Well, young boy right
shit, you heard? Yeah. Hey, long night, baby.
Long night.
Long night.
I mean, I get with you.
It's one of my guys.
I bet you
Hey, Mike, come in, Mike.
Hey, nephew.
Come on, let me meet you, Mike.
Here you go. Come on, bro.
It's my man MJ right here,
Prime
man.
time, baby.
You already know, and he's one of those that, you know, we've been to the same struggle, federal bids and this, that, and third. Former D-boy, now working man, and he already know the same thing too. You see what I'm saying?
We got nephew.
Hard worker.
Nephew.
And like I was telling him, it's hard to make that transition.
Long hair don't care.
for sure.
Yeah, and it'd be hard to make that little transition when you used to getting that money so fast at first.
Yeah,
right or wrong.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? At first, it's hard to make that transition, but at the same time, you know what you got to lose because you know what you've been through.
Exactly.
And you done been through them bids, them long bids. The feds will make you a believer. You done been through them long bids.
And too many of our young black brothers is in the system, so therefore, when you
I
learn
ain't
from your
lying.
mistakes and you get back out there, you gotta do what's right.
You got to do what's
You know
right.
what I mean?
If you got to punch that clock, you got to punch that clock. I'm trying to tell you, it's safe money.
Yeah, your kids, you got to think about your kids, your family. You know,
Right.
it's a struggle.
Right.
It's a struggle already out here. When you behind them walls, it's even harder.
Bro, I ain't
You know what I
lying. I ain't lying. And at the same time, it's like when back then, when we was doing it, like the same rules don't apply to right now. You see what I'm saying? Like it was codes of ethics. You feel what I'm saying? Certain lines you don't cross, but now ain't no type of understanding. Like I say, I ain't knocking no one hustle who out there still doing what they possibly doing, but that shit ain't worth it at the end of the day. Like the typical trapper right now, the income that you bringing in outside of, you know, lawyer fees, bail, habits, things like that, you might as well be working at McDonald's because you're gonna get the same money. For real, for real.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're gonna lose at the end of the day.
If you ain't the plug,
Yeah.
if you ain't the plug, nowadays you can't ain't no trust or no loyalty in it right now. And those one of the two things that you need in some type of when you dealing that back then like that. But it ain't in it like that.
No, I used to have all the old cats used to tell me all money ain't good money.
No.
And now I know what they mean by that.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, you out there partying and flogging and driving big boy cars.
Right.
You still can do the same shit.
Yeah.
But go out there and work and get it.
Yeah, and you're going to appreciate the dollar a little bit more.
Exactly, it's going to last longer.
It's going to last longer, man. It's going to last
And then you're going to last too at the end of the day.
Because you start to value that dollar.
Exactly.
See, when you was out there trapping and getting it, it was coming fast, like money was growing off trees. So you really had poor money management skills. You see what I'm saying? You ain't, what type of money, what type of management you was dealing with money when it was coming so fast, it was coming so rapidly. But when you out there working for that money, you like, hold on, I can't spend this on that now.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? I got to do this with this now. When you start having kids, you start having bills, then you start having priorities and responsibilities. Yeah, you manage that money a little bit different.
Yeah, then you're not even living comfortable. You always got to worry about the feds coming to get you.
You ain't gonna never live comfortable, bro. You ain't gonna never live comfortable. Never. But they say, because one of our biggest things about, black dudes who used to be dope boys are now working. One of the hardest thing about transitioning is the income. It was like, damn, I gotta wait 7 days to get this. I could have got this in a phone call.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
But at the end of the day, it's the process of it. Like, it came safe though.
Exactly.
I ain't looking over my shoulder. Ain't nobody about to come get me for this and this, that, and the third.
I prefer to wait all week.
I'm trying to tell you.
Then wait for a few hours and then lose it all
in an hour. Because you got so many discrepancies, like you say, the dope boys, police, jump out boys, this, that, and the third. Like, that shit is more of a headache than anything. And then not only people get accustomed to the instant gratification, they get accustomed to the lifestyle. They start loving the lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? The cars, the clothes, the jewelry, the women, and this, that, and the third. Now the lifestyle is become addictive. Like, damn. Like he said in Paid in Full, like, damn, if I leave, will the fans still love me? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We get addicted to drug selling. That's how you, when you got kids and shit, your son, when you're not there for them, they're gonna grow up in that same shit. Exactly.
They need a father in their life.
Exactly.
So that's why a lot of the single mothers out here now, because their men is incarcerated or doing the wrong shit.
Yeah.
So therefore, you gotta think, this shit is bigger than me.
Right.
I think about my kids now.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you got to. Especially like we was young. We ain't had no responsibility.
Yeah.
We was thugging, having a good time, this, that, and the third. But as you get older, it's a certain point in time when it comes to a man, be like, yo, shit, I got to start being more responsible about shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got youngers out here who actually looking up to me. If you carry that type of mentality. You see what I'm saying?
And I respect a man that make mistakes. I don't respect a man that continue to make the same mistake over and over.
Exactly.
Especially when you know better.
You can't. They call that insanity when you keep going trying to do the same thing and expect different results. That's insanity. You see what I'm saying? And I salute all my guys that used to be dope boys and now punching that clock. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. It ain't like, and then, we'll get depicted as, being soft or you fell off. But, hey, let them think what they want to think. At the end of the day, you ain't taking penitentiary chances, man.
That's right.
I'm trying to tell you, that shit ain't even worth, nowadays, that shit ain't even worth it. That shit ain't even worth it, because the money you probably bringing in, that's just going to go to your lawyer and bond money. Because they gon' tell. They gon' tell. They gon' and they coming back out to the hood.
Yeah, you started out with nothing, you're going to end up with nothing.
You're going to end up with nothing.
And then you have a lot of time behind nothing.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
A whole bunch of time.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of time.
Yeah.
Capo, what's up, Capo? One of my young boys right here.
Who that is? Oh, that's the camera.
One of my young boys right here. You know what I'm saying?
It's popping.
He out there punching that clock too, working. Tell him about them working boys, man. We winning right now, man.
MJ got me pushing that clock. You know what I'm talking about?
That what it is. And then you got guys like
that's the way to live.
Him and myself.
Real. I told that man I've been trying to get from around the hood.
Right.
That man got me out the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's a good thing.
For a week.
That's
be
a
back
good
on the
thing.
weekend, deal with these motherfuckers for 2 days, but we gone.
Yeah. And then you need more dudes like him and myself that's in position that could put other people in position. You see what I'm saying? Like, he ain't gotta, I got this pack for you. And put him out there to further jeopardize his freedom.
Yeah, that's right.
I got this application for you.
For you.
Just make sure that piss clean.